Hello, everyone. My name is Jacob Vogel, and for the spring 2022 semester, I've been interning with UMSL Athletics. So let's start off by kind of going over an overview of the organization. So UMSL offers a lot of wide variety of programs at UMSL, and so for the men's side, they offer baseball, basketball, cross country, golf, soccer, swimming, tennis, and track and field. And on the women's side, they offer basketball, cross country, golf, soccer, softball, swimming, tennis, volleyball, and track and field. So depending on the internship that you take during the fall or spring, fall would be more involving basketball, soccer, and swimming, and volleyball. But for my semester in the spring, we focus more on basketball, baseball, softball, and swimming. So there was a lot that we learned throughout the entire internship. So some of the roles and responsibilities that we had. So we set up and tore down events. We did production, camera, tickets, concessions, music, scoreboard, and many other tasks. We were we did a bunch of projects with them that included taking pictures and sorting them. We also took on a project on our own of getting in-game entertainment set up to make the games more exciting and have fans interact with us. We also took sponsorships and were able to get a list of sponsorships or sponsors that we potentially could have and give them to the college and see if any of them would be able to use them. So that was a fun project to be able to learn that side of sports and learning about sponsorship roles and all that. So that was a bunch of roles and responsibilities, and other stuff that we did was like help out with different things that the college needed throughout the week coming up to games. So some goals that I had, and did I achieve them? So one of my goals was to learn about the roles of an assistant athletic director, and I think I did that because I was able to learn more about my boss's role and see what his daily jobs are and what he would go through. And so it was something that was interesting to me, and I wanted to learn more of the athletic director's role of my boss. So I also learned one of my goals was to find out what it takes to be in these roles, what different internships or different job responsibilities that they have. What does it really mean to be in that role? So I think I was able to do that and be able to shadow my bosses and really learn more about it. I also wanted to learn production and video highlights. When I first came into the internship, I took a role in doing both of these, and by the end of the year, one of my goals was to perfect these two, and I think I very much did these two. I was always adding stuff every week to learn more about production and learn more about video highlights. How can I make it more interesting? So that was very fun. And then getting hands-on experience in college athletics. I feel like I got a lot of work and be able to get that hands-on experience that most people don't get to have. So it was nice to be able to come to my college and be able to work with them and be able to learn about the college athletics. So what did I learn? So I really liked setting up and tearing down games. I think it's very fun for me. I really liked learning about how to do different sports and how different setups for the different sports is very different depending on what they need. I liked learning more roles in the college. I wanted to learn more roles in the college athletics. I think it'd be cool to I think it was cool that I was able to learn more and be able to go outside different departments and learn more about what others do at the college. So, and I learned a lot about social media. Being me, I never really stepped into a social media role. But as I came into this internship, we used a lot of social media, so I was able to learn a bunch of algorithms and what it takes to be able to uh, be successful on social media side. So it was very interesting, and learning so much more about social media than I had ever learned. And I really like doing production and giving those viewers an experience to watch, even if they're not here at our facility, giving them that opportunity to watch wherever they are on the GLBC Sports Network. I just wanted to give all my viewers an amazing experience since they couldn't be in person. So I thought that was something that I really enjoyed learning. Um, so some takeaways from the internship. I learned how to step outside your comfort zone and be more active. Don't be a shell and kind of uh, uh, do the job and leave. I think it's very important that you step outside that comfort zone and be able to adapt and be able to help out in any type of way. Be the first one out there and the first one, last one to leave. Um, it kind of leads into my second one. So give it your all every day. You never know who's watching. Everyone there's a lot of different faculty at UMSL, and everyone is watching you, knowing what you're doing. So just make sure you're giving it your all every day. You're doing your best. You're helping out as much as possible because it will go a far way. Learning a skill others don't want to learn. So I took the liberty of learning more about production because a lot of people didn't want to do that. So I took a liberty of trying to do as much as I can for production. And so I think that's why I perfected it, because I was able to really help out and step into that role. I always try to every week try to give something new for the audience to come to, and be able to watch our videos and be like, oh man, that is the best thing in the world. And we have had a lot of people that have come to the game and said, man, a lot of people say that your production is great. And that's because we try to implement new things. We try to adapt and give people something that others aren't giving them. And so I think that's great. And last one, learning what you like and ask to keep doing that role. So since I learned production, I liked it so much, I kept asking to do that because I liked it. And because no one else wanted to do it, I thought production was the greatest thing in the world. So I wanted to keep doing that role and keep going at it. So that's why I asked to keep trying to do that role, and I was able to do that. So growth in the sports management career. So throughout my sports management career, I made so many connections that I never thought I would have. I really proved my work ethic. A lot of people have told me that I work so hard, and so it's great to see that people are noticing you. And I think that's the biggest thing when you come into internships, is to make sure that um, your work ethic is really good. Networking outside the job, at professionals with other professionals at games. So just making sure that you're talking with people and networking, and that comes with having good communication skills and talking skills. And I think I've improved on that as I've gone through my sports management career. I can already tell a lot of the times in our videos that my communication is good and my talking skills are getting better every time. So that's great for my sports management career. Advice for younger self. I would say don't let your ideas go unheard. Let your ideas speak. And what I mean by that is don't hide what you think might be good. Um, Express it. If you think it's a good idea, say something. Don't let anybody tell you it's not, because you can always say that it's a good idea, and it may or may not work, but at least you're telling them, and it may work. So really voicing your opinion is the next one, and I think that's an important one too, because you really want to tell them what you think. And so I think that's a great thing about UMSL Athletics. They were willing to hear everything that we were saying and being able to really let us be able to implement what we needed into the internship to kind of get what we think might help. Another thing is applying what you've learned in your internship. I think that's important, because every internship is going to be different, and if you keep improving yourself as you go through, it'll benefit you in the long run. So the last one is kind of getting involved with your staff and your organization. Make sure you know everyone in the organization and you talk with them. Just get to know them and be able to see what their role is like. Try to job shadow everyone in your organization so that you know every job possibility to see if that's a right fit for you. So advice for some incoming students, don't be afraid, get comfortable. When you first come into the internship, go at it hard as hard as you can. Be that great person that they're looking for. Um, don't be the person who is shy and afraid and hides in the corner. Be comfortable, get out there, be active, talk, learn as much as you can. Um, Kind of leads me to the next one is don't limit yourself to what you can learn. Um, you know, it's great because there's so many things that I've learned at UMSL, so many different roles and job responsibilities that we've had, and that's because I didn't limit myself. I wanted everyone to know that I wanted to learn everything possible. So some advice would be just don't limit yourself. Go out there and do everything and learn everything possible in the organization. And another one is ask questions or ask for advice from your bosses. I've asked questions and advice from my boss Nick and Kevin, and they've been able to give me some really good advice on how I can improve for the future, or how I can do this better next. So, and then kind of the last advice for for the incoming students is enjoy the internship. It really goes by fast. I started mine back in mid-December, and it's already May. It's flown by, and it's been a great time. And it's been really fast. So enjoy the internships wherever you go. Enjoy it. Um, so advice for current sports management students. I really highly suggest everyone learn about college athletics. It's great. I think everyone should learn and see if that's a role for them that they want to get into and see if this is a career path for them. Really widen your experiences. Try to get outside your comfort zone and do a lot of different experiences rather than just one. I think that's a great part about college athletics is because there's so many different parts that you can learn, but there's so many other parts that can be taught too. So I think there's a bunch of different experiences wherever you go, but set goals to accomplish for each internship. Find what you really want to learn in each internship and be able to accomplish that by the end. Get as many internships as you can. Start early. We've talked about it in class, like making sure that you're getting at least two, but I really think everyone should get a lot more because it'll just look better on resumes if you're getting a lot of different internships. And getting all those internships will benefit you. And so, kind of last one too, be active and update your LinkedIn. They're looking at LinkedIn all the time, so make sure you're updating your LinkedIn. You're being active on there, posting or liking. It's very important. So, some advice for sports management programs and courses. Make sure you learn and retain all the information that we learn in class and see how you can apply it to the internship. So, there's multiple times where I've come in and I've asked some things about how we've learned in class and how does that apply to college athletics. And my bosses have been able to put me in the right direction and tell me how it kind of applies in there and how we need to watch for it if it's something important. So other thing is like take notes. Every time you go into your internship, write down what you did each day because it'll show and it'll say like, okay, at the end of the year, you can go back and read all those different things that you have done and be able to reflect on top of them and say, wow, I did learn that. That was a great time. And so you can kind of reflect on top of it. So learn what you like and don't like too. It's great that there's so many different things that we can do in sports management. And so I think it's really important to do everything that you can to learn what you like and what you don't like in internships. So in conclusion, I've had a really great time at my internship. Um, we've learned so much about college athletics, and I I could have never found out on my own. I've learned so much about it that it's it's changed my life. And so this is my first internship with the program. So overall, it was a great internship. I've had a great time with all my interns and my bosses, and I highly suggest anybody that's looking into college athletics go to UMSL and learn about their um, college athletics program. So thank you.